morning. Good morning. Hello to everyone out there in TV land. I am not here today. This is your AI double. So if any mistakes are made, blame it on the AI double and not on Miss C. Thank you very much. Hello to Bonnie. Hello to Granny D and Jeanette. How are you doing this morning, Jeanette? I hope you're doing okay. What's this coming in? I am going to be Mac, not yet. Uh, I'm going to be distracted today, so just count on it, okay? Let me go back to the top and say hello to everybody that's come in. My baby boomer from the peninsula and Barbara Riggle Baker is here. My sister Eileen. Love that girl. And Jessie's here. Hello, Jessie. I don't know how bright and shining it is today, but I'm here. Well, no, I'm not here. This is my AI double. This is my AI double. And Maisie's here, and Jackie Belcher's here. And Kimmer's here. She's working and lurking. Kimmer, I got something to show you. Did I show you this hat with the bunnies? I have been working with Sunitha, and this is her Burst of Kindness crown. And I wanted to be sure that I got it right. So I'm doing it also in a 3-weight yarn. It's so pretty. It's just pretty, pretty, pretty. Bonnie, I love you. Welcome to Miss C's cottage, the home of the Somebunny. I am Miss C, or her AI double today, and this AI double will be your hostess for today. We have a lot of things to do, so I will not dither. I will get right on it. Dimitri, hello, hello. Jacqueline Marley's here. Oh boy, did I need that hug this morning, Jacqueline. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sassy Mary's here. I saw you on Kim's this morning. Howdy do to everybody. And Kayla's here. Hello, Kayla. Good morning to you. I hope you're having a good Sunday morning. And there's my Tammy. I'm set. I know Sunitha's here somewhere. Maybe she's still sleeping and she'll be in soon. But Bonnie's here, Leanie's here, and Tammy's here. And so I'm good. I'm good. Jeanette, I'm not good today. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretending to be good today. So how are you? Haven't fallen this weekend yet? So I'm hoping that you haven't. I'm glad to see you're here. Miss C, Mac. I love it when Mac comes in. Oh, giraffes. Thank you, Cherry. I need it. And there's Gabriella. Now we are good to go. Janice Urfer's here. Jennifer's here. And Marsha Lee's here. And Samantha's here. Marlena is here. Oh, I'm so glad to see all of you guys in here this morning. All right, I'm just going down to the bottom because I can't do all of this. I have so much to show you today. I showed you the 2 burst of kindness crowns that I'm working on. I want to show you this because Nisi, who's probably at church or not up yet, it's really early out there. She's in Montana. So I want to show you this. These keep popping up, but they're too fast. You know, I showed you, I think Friday or Wednesday, how to start a giraffe granny square for a giraffe blanket for Watson's Children's Shelter. And it starts out in the center with a circle. And then the very first row after the, let's see, you do 4 rows in the round, and then you do this row, which is 2 trebles, a double, 2 half doubles, 4 singles, 2 half doubles, a double, and 2 trebles. Chain 2 trebles, and you start down the other side. So I went ahead and I did the ossicles, I did the ears, I did the muzzle. I'm not real happy with the muzzle yet, so I'll show you what I have, but I'm going to tweak it because it looks more like a cow muzzle than it does a giraffe muzzle, I think, in my opinion. And then she, in the video, the tutorial video for this, she did spots on the giraffe's face. And I'm not doing that because, in my opinion, her spots were big enough to be cheeks, and I don't want cheeks on mine. So maybe if I put 1 spot, it wouldn't be bad. But this is my giraffe. And I am using Premier DK to a cake of DK to make my blanket. So you can just see where I've started putting the brown. It's to the kind of a gray brown color on it right now, which will tie in with all of this really well. But I really like the way that it's coming out. And I like the way that it's coming out so well that I have started a couple more. And I've got them right here in baskets, so it's no big thing. This is one. And I thought this maybe looked more like a giraffe coloring for a face. And then you can see I've got the trebles and the double and the 2 half doubles and then the 4 singles, and to turn my circle into a square. After that, you just do double crochets and everything, and 2 double crochets, chain 2 double crochets in the corners. And you can make your blanket as big as you want. Once you get this far, if you want, you can put anything. You can do a row of open work and a row of closed, double crochets. You can put any stitch in there at all that you want. And I'm using for this one the Premier Eversoft multicolor in the color Sandstone. And then I also want to put this in there, and it's a cake, and I don't know what it is. I don't have the band, and I don't remember what it is, but it's got halo. So I thought I'd put this in the blanket, intersperse it with this, and just the plain cream. And I think those 3 colors will go okay for to make the blanket as I'm going to go, I think, 36 by 36, because these are baby blankets. I don't want to go 40 by 40. Hey, Fritz. There's my Fritzster girl. Sally Stevens, I agree, a better color, don't you think? Yeah, I think that's a good giraffe color. And here's the other one I chose, the Big Twist Value yarn. And this is in the color Mountainside, because there is a zoo. It's either in Atlanta or it's in Tampa. And it is more black. It's a male. It's a beautiful male giraffe that they just got in. And so I thought I would pair that with a couple browns, and maybe as an accent in the blanket, throw in a black. I also have the black for ossicles, but I've been using this dark brown too for ossicles. And you can see the difference between the black and the brown. But I've been doing ossicles out of that one also. And I like that. And this is what his little face is going to look like. I just finished the 4th round last night. So now I have to turn this into a square. But I don't turn this into a square. This is his round face. That's 3. And I want to make one more. I thought I'd make 4 baby blankets because y'all know I have nothing to do. Sit around all day. Wait, I gotta fix my slipper because this keeps just on. It's funny how just on the left foot it keeps coming off. Don't know why, and that is not conducive to me walking, I'll tell you that. You like the idea of the different colors? Yeah, I don't want them all to be the same. I mean, they're all going to be giraffes, but they're not all giraffes are the same. And Bonnie sent me a picture of a baby giraffe with a mother giraffe, and one of them has a little heart right in the center. It has a heart spot that's shaped very much like a heart. It was so cute. So cute. Okay, and the other one I want to do is the tweed, because I thought this would make a good giraffe too. I don't like the darker one. This one is called Cream Tweed, and it's another Premier, because I love Premier. You know I love Premier yarns. And I thought maybe if I made the giraffe face out of this and then put some of this in the blanket, it looks giraffe-y, I think. And I would just let the tweed parts, because they're brown and black, a really dark brown. There's 2 or 3 shades of brown in here, kind of a rusty one too. And then there's kind of an orangey brown. I thought this might make a really pretty giraffe face too. It wasn't you, Bonnie? Okay. Well, somebody did, and I thank them for that. And if you're in the chat, please let me know who it was so I can thank you properly. Good morning, Lana. That's true. But you know, the only part of it is just that little, it's just the first turning the circle into the square. That's the most interesting part, is turning the circle into the square. Now, when you do these, wait, I have one more to show you, I think. You have to do the ossicles, and these are really, really simple. They're just, you just chain 7. Well, here, you chain 7, and then you do 6 half double crochets. And when you get back down to the other end, you chain 2, and then you do 6 half double crochets in there and chain 2 and hook it up. And that's an ossicle. And you make 2 of those, and those go on his head. And then you make the ears, and where is this one? Oh, here it is. I just finished putting the started the first row. I just finished the connecting row. But this is another giraffe I'm making, and this is out of that Joanne's Menagerie. I just love that menagerie yarn. And this is a 3-weight yarn, so it's more of a baby yarn, and it's softer. And these are the colors for that giraffe. And all of those will go in the blanket. So when I start the blanket out, I'll put some of this menagerie in. And it is the color Parrotfish. And you can see it's got a little bit of orange in it. So I kind of pulled this one out. It's an orangey brown. It's another Premier yarn. Its color is caramel, butterscotch, whatever. But I thought that would pull that out of there and make it more giraffe-like. But who doesn't love a blue giraffe? I mean, really. Come on now. All right, ossicles and, I don't know, ears maybe. I don't know yet. It's all in the woiks. But that's his ossicle. And you just make 2 of those, and the ears are just as simple to make. And I think they're going to come out really cute, but I'm only making 4. But I'm going to make some hats too. But right now, we're doing monkeys. And I think that's all that all that I had set aside to share with you. I did finish this hat. I think I showed you this one. I did finish this burst of kindness. But this is not a burst of kindness. This is just all that I remembered of how to do it. And it's all wrong. This is how I remembered how to do it. And it is different. It is not the same as her burst of kindness. I just added a stitch between the front post doubles, and I didn't decrease and then increase like she does to make it spiral. That's why mine doesn't spiral. You can see the difference between these 2 crowns, where this one spirals. It has that curve to it, where mine does not. And this one does. You can see how that curves. And right now she's got tutorials up. The Burst of Kindness 1, and then she's pairing it with a commingle stitch, which I think is something from spring, and she's going to do the hat part in that stitch. So it'll be really I want to do this afternoon after my nap. Okay, so that brings us to monkey time. Hey, Jenny. Jenny got the okay to drive. She does have to go for outpatient therapy, physical therapy, to strengthen her legs after her surgery, after her knee surgery. But we're going to go to lunch next week, and I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, Bonnie. You're working on a Somebunny, Samantha? Good for you. Yeah, part 2. To the giraffe. There's Izzy. Fritz Julie. Fritz Julie. I thought I was the only one that made up silly songs. All right, we are going to flip over to the other camera. And if you remember last week, I wasn't here either, and I really messed up on the monkey's face. So today we're back on. Let me flip the camera over for you people who love me so much, and some days I don't know why. Okay, we're going to the other webcam, and okay, put this over here. Get this back here. Put this here. Get this here. Oops, got to put it up. There we go. All right, we are back on row 13. We've done 6, 12, 8. Where are we? It fell. Darn this thing. All right. Keep your hands off the wires. Okay, we have done, oops. We have done 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. No, 30. Let's see. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. 42, 42, 42, 42, 42. And our 13 was to do 5 single crochets and a reduce. The next one we did a decrease. So that's where I am right now. And there went the camera. Again. Do you guys think I will ever get this right? I don't know. Okay, so we are on row 14. And row 14 says 4 single crochets and a decrease. And we're going to do this a total of 3 times. So there's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, decrease number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and decrease number 3. Hey, Len. Welcome in. All right, and the rest of the directions say to single crochet in each one of these remaining 18 stitches. So you should have 18 stitches left. And this is what makes that strong jaw for the monkey. We're just decreasing across where the eyes will go, and the rest of the head will stay the same so that it has that nice strong jaw. Let me pull out some more yarn here. I really would like to finish this up today because I have promised Nisi that when we finish this monkey, we will do a giraffe. And I don't want to slack on the monkey because there's couple people who really wanted to do this monkey. And you know me, I don't care what amigurumi I'm working on. I love them all. All right, I'm pulling this back to the front, which means we're on an odd row. So this will be row 15. Row 15 says double crochet. I get the decreases and the doubles mixed up. 3 singles and a decrease. So we'll decrease in the next 2, front loop only. And that's 1, 2, 3, and a decrease. One, 2, 3, and a third decrease. Now, again, we should have 18 stitches left. So let's do 18 singles and finish this round. Seven. I know not everybody's doing this, and I really appreciate your patience for those of you who aren't doing the monkey. But I do tell you in the beginning to bring your own project. So if you choose not to work with us on the project that I'm doing, you can be working on your own project or just sitting there laughing at me. It's okay, whichever way you want to go. Or if you're not working on a project and you just came in for the love and the hugs, and that's okay too. All right, there is the finish of row 15. Now we're going to flip our marker back to an even row, and we're going to do row 16. I want to get this, give me just a minute here. I want to get my skein of yarn out of this. I've got that 3-door chest in here, and I put all my yarn for my monkey in the bottom drawer. And so, of course, now I can't reach it. Oh, look what I did. I'm telling you, I don't know what this is. Oh, might be this. Yes, it is. Whoops, there went the whole schmear. All right, Diana. Let's get this back on track. Okay, Diana. Let's try this again. You know, this wouldn't be Miss C's cottage if it didn't have technical difficulties. You know what I'm saying, Jelly Bean? Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try this. All right. And this. No, that's got to go over on this side then, if we're going to do it that way. Okay, and then this up here and through here and down and around, and oh my word. There. Now, don't move. Okay, we're back. And I have yarn. And I have my hook, and we are going on to row 16, which is just a round of single crochets. in every stitch. Leanie, I love you too. Thank you for putting up with me today, guys, or my AI double. Hey, Michelle. Thank you. I don't have a proper camera stand. So I have my camera stand, my camera rigged up on my telephone, my cell phone stand. And of course, the two are not compatible. Therefore, I had to put in a wonky mirror, and I clipped the mirror onto the telephone stand, and then I clipped the camera onto the mirror, but the mirror has to be up and down, not sideways like your mirror in your car. It has to be horizontal, vertical, has to be vertical. And then the phone clips on top of that, but there's no clip. It just, I don't know. It just sits there. And the minute you touch it, it slides off to one side or the other. So I really need to get my act together. All right, you can begin to see how, you can begin to see how this is our 42. And then here are the decreases that we've done. So this is the beginning of our monkey face. But if you look down here, you can see this nice strong jaw. And those are our 18 stitches for the jaw of the monkey, where his head comes down. And if you look right here, you can see this crease and this crease. And we'll be putting the eye patches on here. But then we've got this great big monkey head here, which is really kind of way cool, I think. All right, let's go to the next row, and we're bringing our stitch marker out to the outside, which means it's an odd row. So this will be 17. And this is where I got confused. 17 is also a 3 single crochet and a decrease. 1, 2, 3, and a decrease. And last week I wanted to put eyes in before we got too small an opening, but you don't put the eyes in yet. So that's where I got really messed up, Sally and Regina. I got really messed up on this. Hello to you, sweetheart. No, Tina's here. Welcome in, Tina and Barb. You're crocheting a throw rug in cotton. Oh, that's awesome. Kim Fortune did one of those cotton throw rugs for her camper, and it came out really nice. I'm glad you made it, Regina. Okay, we're just starting row 17, which is 3 single crochets and a decrease. And we're going to do that all the way around, which should be 6 times. 1, 2, 3, and a decrease. 1, 2, 3, and our third decrease. 1, 2, 3, and a fourth decrease. 1, 2, 3, fifth decrease, and we've got 5 stitches left, so we can do one more decrease. 1, 2, 3, and a decrease. And that's our 6 decreases for row 17. Now I'm going to stop and stuff this. I think I told you out of the last, I don't know, how many years have I been making bunnies? I finally got, I finally went through the second box. The second, let's see, I had a 40-pound box. I bought a 20-pound box, and I've just about finished it. So I ordered another 20-pound box, which I have not opened yet, but I'm just about finished with the second one. So those things go really far, but that's how many I've made. How many bunnies and buddies I've made. You can fluff this up because it, you know, it comes all vacuum packed, and I like to make chunky monkey cheeks. So I'm going to put some in over here. And then I'm going to take some and put them in over here on this side to make chunky monkey cheeks. Okay, and here's our forehead. And there's my chubby cheeks, and there's the bottom jaw. You can see it's all coming together and starting to look like a monkey. All right, let's see. The next row will be 18. And 18 says single crochet 12. So we're done with the decreases on the forehead. So there's 1, 2. I think this is where we start building the face, the muzzle on the monkey. And I've lost count because I can't count and crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then it says single crochet 1 and decrease. And we're going to do that 3 more times. Single crochet 1 and decrease. Oh, Regina, you know I love it when you come in anytime. Even if it would be like 2 o'clock, it would still be good to see your smiling face. I don't care what time you get here. Well, I do, but you know, it doesn't really matter as long as you show up at, you guys are welcome at the cottage 24/7. You know that. Thank you, Bonnie. Please Gmail me for a pattern. Mrs. Cottage at gmail.com. Yeah, that's right, Bonnie. Michelle! There's Nisi. Nisi, I'm going to stop this monkey right here in the middle because I got stuff to show you. I am making a giraffe out of this face. I am making a giraffe blanket, a giraffe blanket out of this face, which I think looks like a giraffe. I am making a blanket, a giraffe blanket out of this one because I think this is going to be so pretty with his little ossicles well, ossicles and his ears. When you put the ears on, you put them right up this, right up here. You put them in line with that, and then his ossicles go up here on the top. And where is my fourth one? This one I've done a little bit more on, but there's this one. Isn't he cute? He's just so cute. And there's his ears. I love him. Anyway, just to let you know, I've been busy. I've been busy with bunnies and all kinds of fun things. All kinds of fun things. But I'm going to do the next giraffe out of this because I think this will make a really fun giraffe, and all these sticky outy bits will be the spots on him. And I can't wait to start that one. I'm really excited about that. And come here, you. These will be his ossicles. I can't wait. You know, if I didn't have so much fun crocheting, I probably wouldn't crochet at all. All right. Meanwhile, back on the monkey. Hey, Rosie. There's my Rosie girl. And KK's here. Hello, sweetheart. I have so many irons in the fire, guys, that I get burnt. All right, let's see. Where are we now? Now it's we're back out here on an odd row, which is 19, and 19 says single crochet 2 and 2 together 5 times. So we are going to go from 20 down to 15 stitches. So we're going to single crochet 2 and then 2 together, single crochet 2 and 2 together, single crochet 2 and 2 together, single crochet 2 and 2 together, single crochet 2. I love it when a row comes out like it's supposed to. Look, I got 2 to decrease in, and that's just exactly what I'm supposed to have. Sometimes I wind up with 1. I don't know how that happens, but I am Miss C. All right, now the last row on the face. So if you need to restuff some, I would say stuff it now. All right, and then the last row is single crochet 2 together all the way around. So that's because this is an even row. It's row 20. So we're going to decrease. We're going to decrease. We're going to decrease. We're going to decrease. Sally, am I going too fast or too slow? The exact stitches you need. Yeah, that makes me happy. Because that means my brain's working. Oh, and the minute I say that, look, I got one stitch left over. Which is what we're supposed to, because it says to do that 7 times and then single crochet 1. Ha ha! So it did work out. And we should have 8 stitches left. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off my yarn. Get out my needle. I lost my big needle, guys. And I'm going to pull this through. I'm going to leave this in here until I get everything situated. I'm going to try and thread this big through here. And I don't know if I can or not. Let's see if I got a bigger eye. Oh, yeah, we'll use that one. Woohoo! That'll do it. There's no getting around this one. That's a pretty big eye. All right, let's thread the eye of the needle. Well, come on, Deb, see? All right, there we go. And I'm going to come back through this one, kind of to lock it. And then I'm going to pick up this one, just the front loop, and the front loop of this one, and the front loop of this one. And the front loop of this one, and this one, and this one, and the front loop of this one. And I think that's our 8. And now we're back. Well, let's try this one. And now we're back to here. And then I'm going to pull this tight and pull this out. Pull this tight. You will not see this, so if this doesn't come out perfect, it is no big deal, because we're going to make a muzzle out of a lighter color, and the muzzle goes right over the top of this. Okay? And you can see where my nose is kind of wonky, and it's wonky right here. So I can either pull this in, which I think I'm going to do, or sometimes I'll go through the hole and pull it in that way. But I think this, I'm going to just go right through here where it comes up. Let's see, my hand in the way. Yeah, I'm going to go right through there and come out. This is the side of our head. Remember when we started out, this is our stitch markers. This is our decrease for the brow. So I'm going to stick it in there and come out down here where the neck will be. And just pull that taunt. And that pulls that nose in. But like I said, don't worry about it, because the muzzle goes over that. So now I can do that and add this piece to my string along, which I'm doing. I think this is it. Nope. No, I don't know. It's probably down here on the floor. Anyway, I'm keeping all my strings and I'm tying them together with like a 1.5 inch knot so the tails stick out 1.5 inches. And then I'm going to make a chicken out of it, because I saw a chicken done by one of you and I absolutely loved it. Okay, the needle goes back in the cup. And this is our monkey head. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. And we're going to go to the next part, which is the muzzle. And for the muzzle, I'm going to use a lighter brown, which I also have down here in the drawer. And it is, I'm tired of that falling in the trash can. It is also a big twist, because, oh, it's a big twist from Joann's. What do you know? Ho, ho, ho. You know that Joann's is now, even though they're past their March date, they are still taking yarn out of their warehouse and stocking shelves. So some Joann's are still open until their leases are up. So just because you went and got a big deal at the beginning doesn't mean that there isn't yarn still there. It may not be the yarn you're looking for, but you almost have to go back every week or so and check it out and see, because I think I told you I went back and found that happy yarn that I was looking for my blanket. I was sure I didn't have enough, but when I went back, they had just put out a case of it, so I was able to get 4. All right, let's start on the muzzle. And are you guys ready? Jackie Belcher? Yeah, Jackie, just Gmail me and I'll send you patterns. Doggy, I don't look at my, usually, unless I know there's a picture coming through, I don't look at my phone during the live. Yeah, sometimes it takes until this afternoon after I take my nap. All right, muzzle for the monkey. We're going to we're going to start out with a magic circle. Whoops, you don't need that in there. That monkey's not that old to have gray hair. And we're going to do 6 single crochets in the magic circle. 1, you know, that first one's a snag. It's not a single crochet. It's a snag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and our snag. So we're going to pull the tail till we get the smaller circle. We're going to pull the small circle until the larger circle closes up that hole. And then we'll pull our tail to close that up. And we've gotten rid of all of our tails out here now. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and slip in a stitch marker. Now you can use a stitch marker, or I just use a piece of thread, piece of yarn. All right. Then we're going to do 2 single crochets in each single crochet. This starts out just like every other piece of every other animal that we work with. Magic circle, 6, 12, 18, and so on. The feet go to 18. The body goes to 42. That's why these are so simple to make if you are amigurumi inclined. Oh, and I have to tell you guys, I am so excited because Bonnie has agreed to try to make a giraffe granny square blanket, and I'm so excited because she's going to try it. She's going to try it. She's not an amigurumi person, but she's going to try the ears and the ossicles and sewing them on. She doesn't like sewing stuff together, but I'm so excited that she's going to try it. You know, when God gives you a task and you do it, and I guess I can say you do it well or well enough that other people want to try it, that makes me happy. That lets me know that I'm doing what God wants me to do. And if you guys pick it up, then you know that that's what God wants you to do too. All right, then we're going to go, the next round is a single and increase in the second one. 1 and 2. And this will give us 18. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Oh, and I have to tell you, Mr. Elmo has been working on his train layout all week. He's got the structure all completed, and he has the top on it. He's got the foam all laid and glued down and dried, and now he's painted the top on it. He's painted a dirt brown, so that when he sprinkles the grass on, some of the brown will show through the green grass. And welcome in, John C. Welcome to the cottage, bud. And Susan Burke's here. I'm welcoming you in, Susan. And Tina's here. You guys are so good to come and see me. All right. The next row, bringing this forward, is an odd row. This next row is, does this look like a foot, a bunny foot? 6, 12, 18. If we were doing a bunny foot, we'd do a couple rows of 18 until we get to the row 7. If we're doing a bunny body, we keep going, or the back of a head, we keep going, or an ear, we keep going to 24, which is where we're going now. So we're going to do 1, 2, and an increase. And that takes us from 18 to 24. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's a delay. I see a delay in my chat, in my voice and my camera. I don't know if you see it or not. But there's 24, and that's our ear. And from there we go on up 24, and that's our bunny ear. But this is the muzzle. So we're going to continue until we get to, let's see what's next. This is 24. We're going to 30. 1, 2, 3 singles, and an increase takes us to 5. And if we do that all the way around, we'll end up with 30. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, which is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 15. 1, 2, 3, and 20. 1, 2, 3, and 24. No, that should be 25. 1. Oh, now I've messed up somewhere, haven't I? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I was trying to count fancy. 1, 2, 3. Is that what we've got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what you get for showing off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I did a 4 and a 5 in different stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, I still have only, oh, that's where I made my mistake. I didn't start here. Okay, no biggie. This is what we'll do. 1, 2, 3. And put 4 and 5 in the last one. 4 and 5. Now I got to count back and make sure I have 30. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, I have 30. All right. Then we're going to 36. Suckman! And Cynthia King! Hello, hello! Oh, I'm glad you guys came in. All right, now we're going to 36. So we're going to have to do 6 in the 5. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. And in this 5th stitch, we'll do 2. And that gives us 6 in the place of 5 from 30 to 36. 1, and they told you you wouldn't need math once you graduated. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bonnie, I just got these last 2 that came in. Has anybody else come in that I've missed? I saw you at Christie's this morning too, Cynthia King, my love. There's Loopy. Hi, Loopy. About to drink a Diet Coke. You know what? Diet Coke is okay, but you should drink water. Listen to me. I'm shooting on you, and I don't want to should on anybody. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, you can see right here where I made that mistake. But that's okay, we corrected it here. All right. Now we're going up to oh, by golly, I think we go to 48, don't we? We do. So we're at 36. We need to go to 42 next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This doesn't look like a lot that we've done in the time that we've been here. My goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we're coming back over here, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and look at here, we got 1 stitch left. 6 and 7. Hooray! Okay, since we need to go to 48, we're going to go 6 and an increase. What thing on? What thing on, Kimmer? Is this thing on? I don't know. We're on. Hey, there's Tracy. Hi, Tracy. And there's Diana. I have no idea about the times for what. I don't know. My chat. Oh, yeah, your chat's on. I see you, sweetheart. I saw you when you came in earlier and said hello to my Kimmer. Hello, Tracy. I'm so glad you got here. All right, let's do the 48. So that's 6 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and increase. 7, 8. 1, 2. Bonnie, you're my biggest supporter. I appreciate that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, come on. Got to go through the whole stitch, Diana. 7 and 8. I think that's right. Let me double check. There's my 2. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And there's 48. Okay. Now here's where it gets tricky. We're going to go from 48 down to 24. Because this is the nose on the monkey, the muzzle on the monkey, okay? There's 7 rounds for this. And I may let you do the last 4 rounds on your own. We'll see how time goes. Because I want you to do the eye patches today too. The eye patches are easy. I'll just show you. You do a magic circle in 6, and you go out, you do 2 in each one to 12, and you make 2 of those. That's your eye patch. Okay? Just this much. But we'll make sure, we'll see if we have time to do this, okay? All right, from here we're going to decrease to form the muzzle. So this goes around. This goes around. This goes on the monkey. Okay, we stuff this, but we have to have this smaller because it goes out here so that it sticks out like a monkey's nose. Okay? So we're going to decrease a drastic decrease here. This is probably one of the biggest ones, except if you get in the dog book. Oh, Niecy, gotta go. I love you. Thanks for stopping by. Bye, Miss C. See you on Wednesday. All right, Cherry. You guys are going somewhere? Who else has a thing right now? Have a good day, Cherry. Does somebody come on at 1:30? Am I at somebody else's space, maybe? All right, let's go to this decrease row. We're going to single crochet 2. And then we're going to decrease. And 2. And decrease. and 2, and decrease. And 2, and decrease. Oh, Zach, I'm not going to get mad at you. I don't get angry at people, honey. Everybody makes their own choice. 1, 2. I just say choose wisely because there are consequences for all of our choices, good and bad. Uh-oh, sounds like a Sunday sermon coming on here. We all are given by our Creator the opportunity to choose. We're not puppets. We have an opportunity to choose whether we want to go this way or that way. But we need to understand before we make the choice that whatever we choose, it will have a consequence. If we make a wise choice, usually we get a good consequence. But if we make a bad choice, we need to expect a bad consequence. And sometimes they don't come around right away, and we think, whoo, got by with that one. And later on, it'll smack you right upside of the head. And your old tape will play thinking, whoo, got by that one. And then you'll say, no, got caught. So even though we make a bad choice, we don't often face the consequence for it right away. But it will come. I can guarantee, like Justin Wilson said, I can guarantee. And every person has the right to decide what they want to do with their body. But they need to be prepared to face the consequence for that decision. All right, there you go. We got 24 stitches here, they say. And now rows 4, 5, 6, and 7 are all going to be oh, you know what? I think I did this wrong. I think I did this wrong. Okay. My apologies to Sally and probably Regina. And I don't know who else is doing this monkey, but I'm going to take this out. Until I'm sure I know what I'm doing with this. I'm going to have to make another one. But right now, I'm going to take this back to the eye patch, guys. So all is not in vain. Because these directions are not clear, so I'm going to have to play with it. There is the end of round 2 on the eye patch. We've got 6, we've got 12. So I am going to slip stitch into here. I'm going to chain 2 and cut this. And pull this through. And then I'm going to use my thumb and finger and pull this knot. You got to tug on it because it's a bit of a halo on this yarn. Okay, there's one eye patch for our monkey. And see, then you put your eye through there and you just stitch this on. Same as over here. So I'll quick do up another eye patch. We're going to do magic circle, snag. There's my snag. I've got my yarn on top, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to pull the tail till I get a small circle. I'm going to pull on that one until it closes up. And then I'm going to pull the tail until it closes up and disappears. And since I'm only going, well, I'll put it in anyway. That way I don't make mistakes. We're going to do 2 in each one. 6, this is our first one. So it gets 1, 2. 1, 2. I have not laundered anything all week because the dryer here at the home broke. And Mr. Elmo took the front off the dryer, removed the old belt, removed the drum, got a new belt, went to put it on, and wouldn't you know, the clip on the front, we've got the new belt on and the drum is in place, but the clip on the front of the dryer broke. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Slip stitch back into this first one. And so the dryer's been sitting there, chain 2, all week. I can wash clothes, but I can't dry them, so there's no sense in washing them. I thought about going out and getting a clothesline when next time we go to Walmart or Aldi's somewhere. All right, kids, there's my eye patches. See, I was a little more tense on this one, wasn't I? Well, you know why? Because we did another round on this and pulled this out. That's why. And now, there we go. It's good. It's all good. Everything's good. Everything's fine, Kim says. It's all fine. Okay. Connie's here. And I need to tell you that Connie's doing another giveaway. It's a Hoppin' into Spring giveaway or something. You need to go over to Connie's channel and hook up with her. You're not doing the monkey yet. You're waiting. Are you going to wait for the giraffe, Rosie? Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, that's what happens when you're doing other plans. Okay. This muzzle says work in standard and light until round 3. So that tells me, well, we're just going to do it. Excuse me. My goodness. I have to go see what this cough is all about because they say if it hangs on more than 3 weeks, you need to find out what's going on. There, I'm going to snag and do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What I was going to tell you is Mr. Elmo's son is here today. I'm helping out in the train room with the bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so I hear him just come in now, and then they're in the laundry room. So he's apparently going to help him figure out how to put that back together. Okay, so we're going to put in our marker. And I'm going to do one, two, three, four. I guess I'm going to figure this out while you guys are here. I thought I was running over, but I forgot this is 2 hours today. So you see where my AI brain is. Half of it's out. And I swear the other half is out looking for it. All right, there's 9 and 10. And here is 11 and 12. All right, now we're going to go well, let me just see what this is. Huh. All right. We're going to do 18 in the next. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I really meant to do this last night. 1, 2, 3, so that I would be better. But life happens when you're making plans, right? This is what happens when you make plans. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And Sally and Regina, I do apologize. I would expect me to be a little more professional by this time. But as you can see, I am what I am. And that's all what I am. And I'm most of the time pretty good with that. All right, so we've got our magic circle in 6. There's row 2, there's row 3. We're going to go 1, 2, and 2 more. 1, 2, and an increase. 1, 2, and an increase. We are going to get this muzzle done today. I'm so excited about that. 1, 2. God is so good to me, guys. He is so good to me. I've had so many things happen this week, and and once I got my attitude focused on the Lord rather than on Miss C, I don't like to do that, on myself, I could see where God is so good in everything that happened, even though it didn't look like it at the time. So I just needed to change my focus this week. And once I did, it's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. All right, now we're going to row 4. And row 4, 5, 6, and 7, the next 4 rows are just these 24 stitches. This is the muzzle for the monkey, okay? So we're just going to do 4 rounds of 24 stitches. And then I'll stop there because the rest of it is sewing. And I know you guys just love to sew. But I'll give you some homework. I'll give you some homework to do. Those of you who are making the monkey. This has really made a monkey out of me, hasn't it? I will give you guys some homework to do so that when we come back next Sunday, we can finish this guy. Now, this is a chimpanzee, so there is no tail. There's no tail on this guy, so we don't have to worry about that. But I will give you the instructions for the ears. We've already got the body done. We've got the head completed today. We've got the legs done. Remember, 2 of them are shorter and 2 of them are longer. So those are complete. We're doing the eye patches and the muzzle now. And I will give you the ears for homework, and the ears are very simple. In fact, if we have time, I will do an ear and show you, and then your homework will be the second ear. Or if you're working on the muzzle and you haven't done your eye patches, you can use those for homework also. And remember, it's just magic circle 6 and 12. And you need 2 eye patches. Charlotte Brown is here. Woo woo! And Heidi. Not on a sewing. See, Granny D doesn't like that either. You might want to do one of these. Where did I put it now? You might want to do one of these beautiful little giraffe granny square blankets that I'm working on. Oops, I got to put it down here so you'll see it. You might want to do one of those instead. Comes out looking like this. Or if you get really fancy, it looks like this. And then when you put the face on and you start the blanket itself, it looks like this. Isn't he the cutest thing? But I don't like this muzzle because to me it looks like more of a cow's nose. Now I might put a spot on him and make him look more like a giraffe, but I don't think so. If I did, it would only be the 6. I don't know. I haven't decided about that. Anyway, you could do a blanket. I just think they're so cute. All right, I think we got another row left to go yet on this muzzle. I want to see who holds out to the very end. That's what I'm looking for. If you are working on another project and you are not working on the monkey now, you can look back over. Oh, this is Sunday number. Oh, I forgot to put that in there, didn't I? I like to do that because our Sundays are so important that, let's see, 64. Today is the 6th. So today is the 65th Somebunny Sunday. So you can look back over 64 and maybe 63 and work on the monkey. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. They don't count the 6. You just start with the 6. And row 1 is 8. Row 1 is 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doing row 6. It's still 24 stitches. You could make a tail, Leanie, if you wanted to, and I probably would go 6, 12. That would be a big enough tail. And then I just do 12 all the way as long as you want your tail to be, if you wanted to make a tail. All right, I'm going to row 7, which they said go to row 7. 2, 4, 6. This is my row 7. 24 stitches. Because you gotta love that Bonnie girl. She is something else. She is like a knight in shining armor. She's hard and crusty on the outside and soft and chewy on the inside, but nobody knows that soft and chewy part. Maybe I shouldn't have told. She has a good heart, and I love her very much. Yeah, you can always watch 63, 64, and 65. All right, there's my 7 rows of my muzzle. I'm gonna slip stitch into this first stitch and do my customary chain 2 tie off. And I'm gonna leave a good length of yarn here so that I can stitch this on. I'm going to pull out my stitch marker. I'm going to pull that last chain through. See how that knits or that knots down? And then I'm going to hold between my finger and my thumbnail and pull it all the way down so that you don't see that knot at all. Now here is the tricky part. Well, not tricky, but here's the hint. I'm not going to bother cutting that off. I am going to take a bit of stuffing, not a lot of stuffing, but just a bit of stuffing. And I'm going to, well, see, I've got more stuffing than I need. I told you, just a bit of stuffing. You just need a bit of stuffing. And then I'm going to take this guy, and here is the side and the other side. And here are these 2 ridges on the top. So I'm going to put this muzzle right here on the bottom. My stitching starts. Now, if you look, we're going to pop this up. We've got 6, 12, 18, 24. Look where this 24 hits. So if you get your needle and you thread your needle with that long tail, you are going to be able to go into one and up through one. In through the next stitch and up through the next stitch. And in through the next stitch and up through the next stitch. And match all the way around 24 for 24 until you get all the way around that muzzle. And your muzzle will fit perfectly. Where's my next stitch? Right here. Don't forget to twirl your thread once in a while, because when you're sewing, it untwists as it goes through. So you need to twirl your needle once in a while to twist it back up again. See, there's tricks and tips to everything. I shared one this morning with Christy. I like the fact that I have a red knitting needle and a blue knitting needle. And that way it tells me that I have a front and a back, or a right side and a wrong side, whichever you want to call it. And it helps me to remember which is which. If you've got plain wooden needles, or if you've got metal knitting needles, or if you're working on a circular, well, you can't work on a circular. If you got knitting, if you're working with what they call sticks, then it's fun to put tips on the end of your needle so that you can tell one is, it's the same tips that you put on when you finish up, but you can mark them which side you're working on, the right side or the wrong side. So if you're doing an intricate pattern and you don't know, you set it down, and then you pick it up again, you think, oh shoot, I don't remember, what row am I on? Am I on the right side? Am I on the wrong side? Well, if you put the tips on them, then you'll remember. Oh, look at this yarn. Woohoo. Wind it back up. Two stitches left on the nose and 2 stitches left on the muzzle. All right, and I'm just going to go back into this first stitch. And probably we'll go in here, excuse me, out here in here, maybe back out here. Find this. And I'm pretty much at the bottom right now. Okay. So I'm going to go in here and come out at the bottom like we did with the other one. And then clip off this extra. And there is the muzzle on your monkey. Now you just put on this eye patch and this eye patch, and you've got yourself a monkey. Okay, so stitching these on will be your homework. That will be your homework. We're almost out of time, but I do not want to quit yet because I want you to be able to pick a blessing. I'm going to give you 3 choices. If you want to make a monkey, put monkey in the chat. Not yet. We gotta pick a number. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Put monkey in the chat if you want to do a monkey. If you want to do a giraffe granny square blanket, put giraffe in the chat. If your name is chosen, I will send you yarn to make a monkey. If your name is chosen, I will send you yarn to make a giraffe blanket. How's that? Okay. Sanitha, are you here? Wait, don't put anything in yet, please. Please don't put anything in yet. We have to find out who's here so that we know how to do it. Yeah, Sally, I'll show you the ears. I'll show you the ears while this whole thing's going, okay? Don't put anything in yet until we find out if Sanitha's here. If not, then Bonnie's got to do it. Margie, the pattern for the blanket is just a regular granny square blanket, but the tutorial for this is it's in the chat. I'm pretty sure it's in the chat. It is not my tutorial. It is a tutorial by a lovely Indian lady that does such a super job that I would not try to impose upon her and redo it. These eyes are so easy, excuse me, that I really think I'm going to try and put these on my Somebunnies. Okay, I don't see her. So Bonnie, are you up for this? Okay. I'm going to leave these up here so that you can make your decision. And I'm going to ask you a couple things. If you are going to make the monkey, put monkey in the chat. Not until I say go. If you aren't going to make a monkey, don't put it in the chat. because I don't want to give you yarn for a monkey that you're not going to make. That's not fair to those people who really want to make a monkey. So I'm going to ask you, please don't put in monkey if you're not going to make a monkey. And the same thing applies to the giraffe. If you don't plan on making a giraffe blanket, don't enter this giveaway. And the third thing is, if you have already won for the month of April, please do not enter the giveaway. I love each and every one of you, and you know that. It's you are my heart. But I want to make this even for everyone. I want everyone who wants to make one of these to be given an opportunity. And if you don't have the yarn and the pattern, well, I don't have a pattern for this. I do have a pattern for the monkey, but this is a tutorial online. So if you want to make either one of these, you need to put in the chat which one you want to do, and I will send you the yarn if you don't have the yarn. And that's your blessing for today. Okay, Bonnie, are you ready? Bonnie's going to do this for me, so I want to make sure she's ready. Start. All right. If you are going to make a monkey and you don't have the yarn, put in monkey. If you're going to make the giraffe blanket and you don't have the yarn, put in giraffe. And Max says giraffe. And Don Lavelle says monkey. And Lana says monkey. And Jacqueline Marley says giraffe. Granny D's going to make a giraffe. Barbara's going to make a monkey. This monkey is a magic circle, 6 single crochets in the magic circle, and then 2 in each to be 12. And then you just take your dark thread and you crisscross it over, and then you go in and you pick up the tops of those crisscrosses around, and that makes your giraffe's eyes. It is so clever. It is just 12 singles in your magic circle, and then you just, like you're cross stitching, and then you'll come up over here and go down over here and come up over here and go down over there, and then you just take your thread around and pick up the tops of these all the way around until you fill in that center, and it's a circle the whole time you do it. Every time you do it is what I'm trying to say. This doesn't look as cute. You can't see the orange on his face. But he is kind of an orangey, creamy giraffe. I'm going to work on this nose, though. I don't like her nose. So, oh boy, only put it in once, guys. And Kim's going to do a monkey. Woohoo! All right. I will try, Barbara, to I just learned how to go and get those links, so I will try and put a link on my tab for you. Yes. I better write that down or I won't remember it. Link the giraffe tutorial. Okay, I put it in a big heart, so I should remember. Okay, last call. Jen! Hello, hello, hello. All right, you guys. Bonnie, are you ready? Time is up, and we're going to go ahead and figure out how to do this. Yes, I did. Mac, are you still here? Mac! Oh, she has Google. Okay, Leanie, so she can do it. Mac! I love you, love you, love you, and you should not have. But I love you, love you, love you anyway. Oh my goodness. Ha 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 ha. No, Granny, it's too late. Too late. Ask Google to pick a number. Oh, do I have to pick a number? Okay, everybody just keep quiet for a minute. Oh my goodness, Mac, I cannot believe that. Okay, so did you count? You okay, how many people do we have? Bonnie, did you count the number of people we have? Okay, I'm gonna get out of this one and go back to my face. So guys, prepare. My face is coming up. Let's close this off. Let's go back to settings and go back to the laptop camera. Okay, here I am. And I'm going to push this over to the side because I want to stand up and show you this little jumper. And you're not going to believe it. It came from Temu, I'm sure, or somebody in China sent it to me. This little jumper, it's got pockets. It's got the high waist that I like, and yet it's all gathered so you can't see my tummy. And it's got these wonderful pockets, and it comes down mid-calf. So it's below my knees. So I'm still a lady. And it cost me 99 cents. Can you believe that? Because the shipping was like $10 on it. But I figured, what the heck? I'm not going to go to Land's End and pay $30 for the same jumper that I can get for $13. In fact, I just went back and ordered a couple more. Okay, it says 15, so I get to choose a number between 1 and 15. I will choose number 7. Number 7 is one of my famous numbers. So Bonnie's going to go back and find out who number 7 was. Number 7, whoever that is. And please, please make what you say you're going to make. I'm going to hold you to that. And I need to see it. Leanie! All right, and what did Leanie choose? Well, I can go back in the chat and see what Leanie chose. Leanie, my sister Eileen. The giraffe. Okay. Okay, Leanie gets the giraffe. Okay, here's another thing I want to do. Bonnie, if you're still up to it, Count how many people said monkey, and I will send somebody monkey yarn, because you already have the pattern. If you are going to make a monkey, we'll see. You like it, Jackie? It's crinkle cotton. So you just throw it in the wash, hang it up, and I got a black one. I ordered a black one because I wear a lot of black because my hair is so white. And under a black one, I can wear any color shirt I have. I don't know, Izzy, because after this, I take my nap. Granny goes next at 3:00, right, Granny? I got it from Amazon. I got it from Amazon. The black one, I think, was $1.29, or maybe it was 99. And then I got two ecru colored ones. I'm going to paint on the bottom of those. One of them I'm going to paint an adobe village with adobe houses and cactuses and stuff like that. Okay, 7 people wanted a monkey. All right. Then I'll choose my favorite number 3, because 3 is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It is God and Jesus and me, or it is God and me and someone else. Whenever 2 or more are gathered, he's there. So I picked number 3. So Bonnie, if you'll count to 3. Who is? Oh, Izzy, I take a nap almost every afternoon unless Mr. Elmo says, get in the car, old woman. We're going on a think. Yeah, we only had 15 to begin with and 7 to do over. Okay, so who is the 3rd monkey? Yay! She's got to go all the way back and count through then. Okay, Carrie the Yarny Elephant goes on at 2, and then Granny D comes on at 3. I knew she came on at 3. All right, so today on Sunday, Eileenie gets the giraffe yarn, and BRB, be right back, gets the monkey yarn. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And neither one of you have won this month. So it's April. It's only the 6th day of April. So anybody who won in May is eligible to put your name in for May. But if you've already won in May, I ask you to abstain, which is fair for all. So congratulations to both of you. I will get those off in the mail to you. It is already past my 2 hours, but since I wasn't here one day, I have an extra hour. So I'm gonna steal minutes from that extra hour on Wednesday. I couldn't make it, and don't worry about spelling. We know who BRB is. Oh, I did say May. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Zach. Yeah, I did say May. If you won in March, then you're eligible to re-up for April. Okay, guys, I love you, each and every one of you. I'm going to work on some hats for Nisi. I'm going to work on some blankets for Nisi. And I am going to work on this monkey to get it done. Next Wednesday, you need to have, ears. Ears, 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 ears. Ears, ears, ears. Okay, here's the ears. Got a pencil and paper? Here's the ears. You know what? I'm going to keep the ears for next week because we're going to put this monkey together next week and we'll have time to do the ears and put the monkey together. I guarantee it. Okay, is that all right with you, Sally? I love you too, Jen. Gracie Canales is here. Hello, hello. And Michelle D came in. Hello, hello. You won't be with me next Sunday. You're flying to... Oh, do you, Sally, do you want me to give you the monkey pattern or did I? So you have the pattern for the ears? I need to hear from Sally. Do you have the pattern for the ears, sweetheart? I love you too, my Kimmer. You know, it's funny how people come into your life and they sneak right in your heart and you can't help it. It just happens. Not anything you planned. You just need the ears. Okay, Sally, Gmail me. And I will Gmail you back the pattern for the ears so that will be a complete monkey when you get to Florida. And when you fly over Gainesville, you wave to me, okay? And I'll wave back. And in the meantime, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. May he cover you with hugs and kisses and peace and contentment and good health. And I forgot. I ask each and every one of you to ask God to open your eyes to the gifts he would send you this week. See, I didn't write it down. I'll give you another week to do this. Ask God to give you his eyes, to open your eyes to his gifts. I'll put it that way. And when you see gifts that come through from him, you write them down so that you don't forget them. And we'll collect them all next Sunday, okay? No, we don't even need to see them face to face. Now with Jen, that was different. I had a different face for Jen before I met Jen. And when we met in the store, I didn't know who she was because I had a different face for her. But I looked at her and she looked at me and she said, Miss C. And I said, Jen? And she said, yes. And we both hugged each other and that was it. That was it. She got a new face that day. But you don't always fall in love with people face to face. Okay. God gave you a break from the kids. Oh, that's awesome. Yep, my kitty's going to do all the dishes. So be sure and put your cups in the sink. Throw your paper stuff in the bin. Collect your shoes. But do not take your worries and your uglies with you. Mr. Elmo will sweep them all up and throw them in the fire, which is where they belong anyway. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you again on Wacky Wednesday, and who knows what's going to happen then. I love you all. Bye, guys.